This part of the building was built by my wife's grandfather in 1932. Coke was first produced in Winona in 1905. So in 2005 we passed over 100 years, and it was a collection of different bottling companies around town, and maybe when we go upstairs I'll explain the history of that if you're into it. Anyway, there's machines that go all the way back to 1917 back here, porcelain signs, and you're welcome to just kind of browse around. I would kind of prefer that you don't grab any of these bottles because the domino effect could be a disaster. It's kind of a fun business, and I've been in it since 1983, so I'm kind of a newcomer. My father-in-law, who just bucked out, is 82, going on 83, and has been in a uniform for 62 years. And his father quit coming to work at 92 and had been in the business over 70 years when he quit. Well, he didn't quit, because we still brought him the statements so that he could fold them up and send them off to the customers at the end of the month. It's very interesting to hear the tales that my wife's grandfather had to tell about all those times of picking up horseshoe nails in air tires and having to unload the truck and peel off the tire and fix the inner tube and put it back on and jack the truck back down and load it back up. And today most drivers wouldn't even change a light bulb. So. And they did that for about 3 cents a case. And back then it wasn't any big grocery stores. It was all just like gas stations, taverns, dance halls. That's where most of the beverages were sold. Originally, this was built in 1932, but just prior to that, Coke existed in the Park Brewery down by the river. And the reason that was that they found that during Prohibition, it was very easy to take a brewery and make it into a soda company, and soda was pretty popular because moonshine was pretty terrible tasting. The reason that this one is in a cardboard box is we happened to find this cardboard box, and it's the original box for this machine.
Oh.
Really?
And it happens that this is one machine that will only take a 6.5 ounce bottle. You put in your dime, and when you push down the lever, it rotates this barrel just a fraction of a turn, so that this is the only bottle available.
And that's from the 1940s then?
Right.
Wow.
This is actually from the 20s. This is one of the earliest. And there's one behind him that's a similar style to this, which is even older than this, which has another mechanism that makes this rotate around as you turn this after you put in your coin. So.
Keeps it just so you only have one.
Now, I wouldn't plug any of these in because probably the wiring is fairly brittle. I have gone in and rewired a few. If you ever went down to the Cane Pole Cafe, they happen to have one of these old machines there, just as the way that they have Cokes